community. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about Marris Model of Managerial Enterprise. According to this model, firms want to achieve balanced growth, and balanced growth depend on growth rate of demand for firm product and growth rate of capital supply. Demand for firm product means how many consumers want to buy your product, and capital supply means fund available for investment purpose. And according to this model, balanced growth depend on growth rate of demand for firm product and growth rate of capital supply. As we know, manager and owner both are different, and growth rate of demand for firm product will maximize the manager utility. Obviously, if demand for your product is continuous growing, that means your manager is performing very well. On the other hand, growth rate of capital supply will maximize the owner utility. Obviously, if more funds are available, your owner will become very happy. And we can achieve balanced growth when growth rate of demand for firm product is equal to growth rate of capital supply. In this equation, G represent balanced growth and GD represent growth rate of demand for firm product and GC represent growth of capital supply. Now we will see assumption. Prices of goods are constant, cost is given, factor prices are constant, and here we assume firm grow through diversification, because diversification allow firm to add more varieties and options for their product. For example, initially you were selling cloth only, but now you add more variety and options for your product. Suppose you start selling home goods and accessories also, it will be called diversification. And in this theory, we assume firm grow through diversification. And all variable like profit, sales, cost assumed to be increased at same rate. According to this theory, as we earlier discussed, balanced growth depend on growth rate of demand for firm product and growth rate of capital supply. One by one we discuss about two variable. First of all, we will see growth rate of demand for firm product. GD is function of DM. Here GD is growth rate of demand for firm product. D is diversification, and we have already discussed about diversification. M means average profit margin. And growth rate of demand for firm product and average profit margin have an inverse relation. When average profit margin fall, that means growth rate of demand for firm product will increase. When average profit margin increase, that means growth rate of demand for firm product fall. But why? Because growth rate of demand for firm product will increase when expenditure on advertisement and research and development will increase. But expenditure on advertisement and research and development will increase our cost. Obviously, when our cost increase, our profit fall. So we can say that growth rate of demand for firm product and profit have an inverse relation, because when our product is growing, that means we are doing more expenditure on advertisement and research and development. But due to these expenditure, our cost is increasing, our profit are falling. So we can say that growth rate of demand for firm product and profit have an inverse relation. When average profit margin fall, that means demand for product is increasing. On the other hand, when average profit margin is increasing, demand for firm product is reducing. If average profit margin is increasing, that means you are not doing any kind of expenditure on advertisement and research and development. As a result, your profit margin are increasing, but your growth rate is falling, because your growth rate according to this model mainly depend on advertisement and research and development, mean expenditure on advertisement and research and development. Growth rate of firm product mainly depend on expenditure on advertisement and research and development, because expenditure on advertisement and research and development will bring diversification. And as we earlier discussed in assumption, in this theory we assume firm grow through diversification. Now we understand this theory with the help of these two diagrams. In this first diagram, we assume our average profit margin is constant. This M bar represent constant average profit margin. Our growth rate of demand for firm product mainly depend on diversification. On x-axis we have diversification. When we do expenditure on advertisement and research and development, it will bring diversification. On y-axis we have growth rate of demand for firm product. As diversification increase, growth rate of demand for firm product also increase. You can see as diversification is increasing, growth rate of demand for firm product also increasing. But after certain time period, growth rate of demand for firm product start declining because now our technology has become obsolete. In second diagram, you can see our GD curve is shifting forward and backward because of changes in average profit margin. As we earlier discussed, average profit margin and GD have an inverse relation. When average profit margin increase, then our GD curve shift backward from GD to GD2. But when our average profit margin fall, then our GD curve shift forward from GD to GD1 because GD and average profit margin have an inverse relation. Now we will see our second variable, growth rate of capital supply. Capital supply means how many funds are available for investment purpose. And in this equation, GC mainly represent growth rate of capital supply and A bar represent financial security constraint. Financial security constraint means obstacle that firm face for arranging external funds. And here we assume financial security constraint is constant because it mainly depend on risk attitude of manager. And F mainly represent function and meaning of D and M are same as we earlier discussed. Here main thing is that GC and M have a positive relation. As M increase, GC will also increase. As M fall, GC will also fall. M means our average profit margin. Now obviously when your average profit margin increasing, that means you are receiving more fund. If you are receiving more fund, that means your GC will increase. So we can say that M and GC have a positive relation. This curve represent our GC curve. In second diagram, you can see as our M is increasing, that means as our profit margin increasing from M1 to M2, our GC curve also shifting from GC to GC1. That means as M increasing, our GC also increasing. Again you can see as our M shift forward from M2 to M3, our GC curve also shift forward from GC1 to GC2. That means as our M increasing, our GC also increasing. So we can say that M and GC have a positive relation. As our average profit margin increase, our growth rate of capital supply will also increase. Now with the help of this diagram, we will see balanced growth rate. We can achieve balanced growth rate when GC is equal to GD. Our initial equilibrium point is A. As we know, M have positive relation with GC but negative relation with GD. Our initial equilibrium point is A. Now suppose M increase. As M increase, our GC will also increase. As a result, GC curve will shift forward. But as M increase, GD will fall. So our GD curve will shift backward and our new equilibrium point is B. Now suppose again M increase. That's why again our GC curve will shift back forward, but GD curve will shift backward. Our new equilibrium point is C. Now suppose again M increase, as a result GC curve will shift forward but GD curve will shift backward and our new equilibrium point is D. This all A, B, C, D point shows our balanced growth path, but our balanced growth point is B. This B point shows GC is equal to GD. So we can say that we have achieved balanced growth rate at this B point because at this B point our GC is equal to GD. Now we will see criticism. This theory assumes factor prices are constant. This theory assumes goods prices are constant. This is very unrealistic. In reality, prices are not constant. And this theory assumes firm can grow through diversification. But consumers have some brand preferences. They cannot buy any product. So this is very unrealistic. And this theory don't analyze proper behavior of businesses. And according to this theory, expenditure on advertisement and research and development are same in any given year. But this is not true. Expenditure on advertisement and research and development are not same in any given year. And this theory assume profit, sales, cost increase at same rate. But how can it possible? How can profit, sales and cost can increase at same rate? So this is very unrealistic. And this theory assume firm can grow at constant rate. This is not true. Sometimes firm grow at very faster rate, sometimes firm grow at very slow rate, but this theory assume firm grow at very constant rate. So this is also very unrealistic. So this is all about Marris model. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.